This is some aerial video of a fire that broke out about 2:45 in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Right now it is burning at 400 to 500 acres, the potential to go to 1,000 acres very quickly, perhaps more as the evening wears on, and we are at 0% containment right now.
Meantime, we can tell you that the latest from CAL FIRE also says an evacuation center has been set up at Soquel High School. Action News reporter Bryn Whitaker is there with more for us right now.
Yeah, Dan and Aaron, I'm out here at Soquel High School, just outside of the auditorium where the Red Cross has set up an evacuation center. Now, at this point, there's only one evacuee here, but the Red Cross says they are expecting quite a few more people as they self-evacuate the people who live in the Santa Cruz Mountains around this fire. Now, I want to show you right now what it looks like out here. Obviously, it's pretty quiet, not a whole lot of people here yet, but they are expecting quite a few. We have Santa Cruz Sheriff's deputies out here, as well as the American Red Cross. They're also expecting the SPCA a little bit later. Now, just inside the auditorium, we're actually not inside the center at this point because of privacy issues. There is one evacuee in there. They are setting up food and water for these people who are having to leave their homes. Now, at this point, it's not a shelter yet. Now, what this means is that it's not that they can stay there yet, but if the county calls for that later on, if there's a large number of people who are evacuated later on this night, they really are probably going to make this into a shelter. That's just going to depend on what the county says to do. Now, at this point, it is an evacuation center. Food, water, anyone can come here if they have questions for any of the firefighters who are fighting this fire, as well as if they need help with their pets. Now, what this means is that the county thinks there is enough of a need. That's why this center has been created, and we'll have more updates throughout the night on this evacuation center at this point. Dan and Aaron, back to you.
All right, very good.
Thank you, Bryn.
And so the firefight continues right now. This in the area of Loma Prieta Road and Loma Chiquita Road, not far from the broadcast towers. Our elevation here is just over 3,700 feet. The weather is not cooperating. It is very, very dry. It is very, very hot out there right now.
They are, of course, mobilizing resources to fight this fire. Right now, we have 6 air tankers, we're told, fighting this fire. 2 out of the Hollister Air Base and then 4 from Sonoma and Grass Valley. That is what you saw, one of those big tankers, the biggest tanker that CAL FIRE has just a short while ago in your pictures there. But they are mobilizing forces in the air, certainly, and on the ground. Action News reporter Phil Gomez is at a staging area. And Phil, what can you tell us?
Well, Aaron, I just talked to Vern Fisher, who's a photographer. Harold, he was able to get up in the area, and he told me that there were several homes that appeared to be lost up there. And he saw at least 2 lost, but several might have been lost. Right now, fire crews up there in a stance, and it's a broad fire. We can still see dark, thick smoke. Now, again, it's on the Santa Clara County side of the Santa Cruz Mountains. It has not, from my understanding, come over into the Santa Cruz County area at this time. We understand 500 acres has burned, with about 4,000 acres as potential for this fire. There are strike teams awaiting orders here from Santa Cruz County to see what they might have to do, and that includes Central Fire, Santa Cruz Fire, and Scotts Valley Fire. So right now, a lot of people in the Santa Cruz Mountains, I guess this must feel like a case of deja vu. I'm sure there's a lot of anxious people out there because, 8 years ago we had some serious fires up here, the Crow Fire, the Summit Fire, that did a lot of damage up here. But fortunately, right now, as of now, it has not passed over into the Santa Cruz County area, as far as I've been told. Aaron?
All right, Phil, thank you.
So we do know that one structure has burned, confirmed. We are getting reports of many others, or 2 or 3 others at least in this area. We know that 300 homes are threatened, and this fire burning some 400 to 500 acres right now.
And evacuation orders have been put in place for those along the Loma Prieta Ridge line. We have a report from CAL FIRE that they believe this began as a structure fire in mid-afternoon and spread very, very quickly. An awful lot of fuel up there to keep this fire going.
And we will continue to follow the very latest information as it becomes available. We'll have it for you at the bottom of your screen, and of course extended coverage as needed throughout the night and on Action News at 11.